So we have just a couple more scenarios for you. So the first scenario is that you are gearing up for another fun-filled session with one of your groups. And as you're brainstorming lesson plans and activities, you want to make sure that you're picking up right where you left off to keep the momentum going with them. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is you can actually use the Plan tab to create a running list of activities and plans for a specific group of students. So to go ahead and set that up, I would just click on this Plan button right here. And then I'm going to click Add a new plan and then Create Plan from scratch. And from here, I can name this plan. So let's say that I have a session with my students, Isaac and Jay. I would just add the name of the students who are in that session event to the top of my plan, so I know that it's for them. And then for each step of the plan, what I can do is I can add notes or lesson plans and activities for each of their session events. So I can go ahead under the name of the step. I could just title it the date that that session is. So maybe I had a session on the 3rd, February 3rd with one of my students. I would just add the date right there. And then in the description section, I can just add any activities or plans that I want to work on with my group for the 3rd. And then the nice thing is within the steps of each plan, you can add images as well as PDFs. And so that's nice because if you do have like a PDF that you want to work on with your students for that event, you can just drop it right there. And then when you go into your plan, you can have that plan accessible or that PDF accessible for your students. I also wanted to mention that if you would rather not include different session events or individual session events as a step, what you could also do instead is you can go ahead and just name the step for the month. So maybe I could just label this February, and then all of my activities and lesson plans for February, I could just include that within this description right here. So the cool thing is once you have your plan created, you can then attach that to the session event. So I just created that plan for this group of students. Now I'm going to go here to the daily data tab, and I'm going to go down to Isaac and Jay's event. And from here, I'm just going to go ahead and attach that plan that we created for them to their session. So I'm just going to go over, I clicked the plan button on their session event, and then I click Isaac and Jay for that plan. And now while we're in the session event, I just open the session event for the student. I can click on the plan. And then from here, I can just easily see what we were working on for our last session so that, again, I can easily pick up right where we left off. So I see, oh, this is what we did on the 3rd. And then now I can go ahead and click on my pencil icon, and I can use that to just create another step in the plan. So maybe on today, on the 25th, I can just quickly here add what activities I want to work on or plans that I want to work on with this particular group of students. So it's just a really nice way to keep a running list of what you've been working on with students each session, and then just have an overview so that you can know what you've been targeting with that group.